Hello and welcome to Women Thrive Media. This is Gwenda. I'm here with you this week for Soul and Beyond. We never quite know what's going to take place on Soul and Beyond because I do call in my beautiful Archangel team, your angels and guides. So we often get a surprise. Good evening, Jackie Hall. Lovely to see you with me this evening. Thank you. Our topic tonight has come about through conversations that I've had for very much the last week, and since I saw you last, really. Tanya, hi. Know how to harness your energy when the world around you seems to be in chaos. Now, I've been on a few things out of the States in this last couple of weeks and had meetings with people out of the United States. And a number of the people have asked me, have I heard what's going on for women over there? So you'll notice tonight I have red lipstick on. Are you all aware of the history of red lipstick? When I was growing up, red lipstick was a no-no because red lipstick was synonymous with the ladies of the night, if you know what I mean. But the fact is, red lipstick has a very long history, and that history is to do with women's independence and being emancipated, which means being free from social, legal, government restraints. Red lipstick was worn by the suffragettes in the 1920s as a peaceful protest. It also means strength. Red lipstick is synonymous with strength. And one of the things that I love to teach is how to harness, be in alignment with your inner strength, your inner power, and be in that way to the extent that nothing around you can create upheaval, nothing around you can cause you to go into a place of overwhelm and anxiety. Now, I have asked the hierarchy of the archangels for some of their input in this tonight. So I'm really looking forward to see what comes through for you. And don't be surprised if there is some particular personal messages, because that's the feeling that I'm getting at the moment. Maria, hello. Karen McAllister, Michelle, hi. Yeah, Jackie, it's cool, hey. But whilst the red lipstick was a silent protest and it was a sign of strength, some called it a sign of rebellion. Well, the only way sometimes to get change and to step outside of things is to be rebellious. We're not going to get any change by going with the narrative, going with what's asked of us, are we? So that's on one side of the coin. But did you know that red lipstick holds a very different story for the coloured ladies of the United States of America? And it was over-sexualized and made a problem for them, and it was used in very derogatory ways. So, like everything in this world, there are different parallels, there are different facets, there are different interpretations, and that is what can throw you right off balance from being able to stay calm and centered when the world seems to be chaotic around you. You know, for those of you, Liz McDonald, hi. For those of you who work with me, a few of you here and that have followed me for a while, you know that one of the things that I drive home is the importance of awareness of your energy, what you're carrying in your energy. What are you allowing into your energy? What are you giving out in your energy? So when it seems like the world around us is in chaos, the very first thing for you to do is to really have a look at what you are allowing to bring you out of your peace, your inner peace, because your inner power is actually enshrined in peace. It's also enshrined in pure love and pure joy. So when something external to you is capturing your attention and it's pulling on your energy, it means that you've really come away from yourself. When we look at the world around us, and even have a think about yourself in this last couple of days or even today, did anything capture your attention and you find yourself talking frantically about it? Or driving home, going home on a bus, and you find that your attention is focused on something that is actually nothing to do with you. Could have been something that you heard on the news, read on Google, whatever. Could have been something that a work colleague shared with you, and you're still mulling it over. Right? That's right, Jackie, coming to that one. Why do we do that? Why do we get so involved in what's going on externally? Right, well, let me backtrack a little bit. And I'm going to talk about circumstances that took place here in Australia in 2020 and 2021. We all know what happened in the most parts of the world then, right? So things that were put upon us at that time created an incredible energy within me. So much so, it took me to a place that I was not aware of. It took me to a place of my energy being very, very distraught. And it was only as I was heading in to the city to be a speaker against what was going on that I had called upon my ancestors to help me. And what came forward for me rocked my heart so much. So when people felt and were physically having their right of movement, like being able to move around freely, their right to work, their right of choice, their right to go to the shops, when all of that was being crippled and taken away, what that brought forward with me was exactly how my ancestors, my family, were treated as normal. It wasn't something that came upon them because of something called a virus or whatever. That crippling of their ability to move, their ability to marry, their ability to access food was their normal way of life. So here I am all these decades on, and when this came into my sphere, in my life in present time, it created an incredible energy within me that I was not familiar with. So as I walked towards the place where we were having the protest and I was going to speak, I asked my ancestors and my angelic team to help me through what I was going to deliver. Now, as I walked into the crowd, can you imagine the energy? Can you imagine the state of mind of many people there? When we don't harness our own energy, we can become extremely upset, to say the least. Huge waves of anxiety and overwhelm will take us over. And without us realizing the energy is not our own. So, is it right to say, well, I just want to have my own energy? I'm not interested in being in everyone else's energy. Yes, it is. You owe it to your soul to know your energy and to know how to harness your energy. You see, that's where you get strength. That's where you get clarity. And that's where your angelic team, your higher self, your ancestors can all help you navigate whatever it is that's going on. So for the ladies that are finding situations in the United States very upsetting and concerning, if I was to have the time to sit with them, I can tell you for certain that most of that will be coming from history. It will be coming from those ancestral things that have been carried forward. So why do we have ancestral things with us? Because they need healing. They aren't with us to cause hardship. They aren't with us to cause challenges and difficulties. They are with us because we have the opportunity to heal them. And did you know that when we heal ourselves, we heal the past? But what happens most often is everybody gets caught up in the chaos and they slip into energy that is not their own. So a really important thing is to understand your energy, so that when you walk through a shopping centre, a hospital, maybe you go to doctors, maybe you go to a physio, maybe you go to a school because you have children of school age. So before you go to any of those places, it's really important for you to know what is in your energy and where are you at in your own centeredness. Now, I talked about the red lipstick. Well, one of the things that is really important for you to be able to harness your energy is colour. Everywhere that I look around here where I live, where there are new developments happening, new homes being built, new shopping centres, they are grey and black. And a couple of times they have a splash of yellow. I even went for a New Year's getaway with my sweetheart. I was taking him on a secret getaway and thought I'd made a very good choice until we walked into our room and everything was grey and black. Now, you would have to ask yourself, surely, why would companies be building things and putting things in front of us that are grey and black? It's really important that you understand these things, because the soul, if you know anything about chakras and energy fields, you will know that they are full of colour. And when you look at nature, What do we most often say about a butterfly, a bird, even a lizard? Most often we will say, wow, look at the colours in the wings of the bird, the markings around the neck. It looks like someone's painted it. Or we'll say that about the butterfly. Terrain. When we look at the terrain here in Western Australia, we have spectacular colours in an area where Jackie comes from, and in the far north above that of the Pilbara region, and then even further up around Kununurra, and the colours are incredible, and that is nature. We are part of nature. We need colours. Our chakras respond to colours. Our soul responds to colours. So in any moment when you are feeling as if the world around you is spinning you into a place of chaos, the very first thing I ask you to do is breathe and take your attention to your breath. The next is to plant your feet and imagine that you have got the most amazing root system going down into the earth, and it's going down to a beautiful, pristine waterway, because you are part of the earth. You are part of everything that is here. So you anchor yourself in your breath and into the earth through your feet. The next thing is to ask for help. Call upon your ancestors, your angelic team, your spirit team to surround you in their love, surround you in their energy, which can never be permeated by the failings of the human being. It can only ever be in pure love and joy. And they will, if I use the word protect you, they will protect you if you call upon them. The other thing, and all of this is so quick. We're not talking about, taking hours. Don't have hours. But the next thing I ask you to do is become aware of your surroundings by looking at colours, by looking at nature. And if you can't, you don't have to be out in a field or by the bush or by the ocean. You can also simply look to the ground, or you could look to the sky. And the colours that are in that will be enough to help you stay earth and harness your energy. It's very important. So that's how do you harness your inner power to thrive no matter what is happening. I'll come around to that one for you. Oh, hello, Ramonda Jan, thank you. Thank you for being here. Not very uplifting if there's no colour. Definitely not, Tanya, and it also affects our wellness and health, and it, that's why it's that way. Hence the red lipstick. Red lipstick is vibrant, it's strong, it speaks volumes. Jackie, luminous green nature surrounds vibrant colours. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Ramonda. Oh, Amanda, hello. Yes, I'm sorry you're late too, love, but you're here and that's what matters. So staying calm and grounded, I want to bring you back to the awareness of what you're giving your energy to. So being overwhelmed is because you've placed yourself into something that isn't yours, is not directly anything to do with your life. You've caught up in someone else's energy. And it's really important that you bring yourself back to your own energy. The other really important thing about that is that you are losing your energy into some things that you cannot control. And that's the hardest part for people. Now, what can I do to protect my energy from negativity and chaos? Well, the steps that I gave you a moment ago are an everyday practice that I would really encourage you to use every day. But when you want to protect your energy from negativity and chaos, that means that you must learn to be very aware of your energy, and in that, having a daily ritual of cleansing your energy. Just like we clean our car, we clean our clothes, we clean our house, we must also cleanse our energy. You know, when I'm doing a channeled session, channeled guidance for someone, I see into all of their energy fields. When I'm doing a healing for someone, I'm seeing into all of their energy fields, and I can see the dust. I can see the junk that's sitting there. We aren't taught these things. So for those of you who are with me and been working with me for a while, or follow people like Dr. Wayne Dyer, God bless him, a few other fabulous people, and at the moment my mind is busy with what we're talking about, so I'll come back to some of my favourite people. Dr. Wayne Dyer is always top of the list, but there is one that I want to mention because of the reference to red lipstick, and that is Martin Luther King Jr. I borrowed his words for some time, and I borrowed them often when I spoke during 2020 and 2021 and even 2022. I have a dream. Do you have a dream? You see, to have a dream and then make it be reality, we must be honed in on that. We must harness that dream and understand what it means to bring it into reality. So if we have a dream, we've got to be focused on something, right? When we're focused, we're harnessed. When we're focused, we're centered. But if you let other people's life come into your space in a way that it takes over your space, then you are completely out of soul alignment. And the funny thing is, you won't be able to help anybody, most of all yourself. I read about a mother on the eastern seaboard of Australia who got in between some violence between some young adolescents in a shopping centre, or teenagers in a shopping centre recently. Everybody else stood around, but she jumped in the middle of them. And when she was asked, she said, I didn't think twice. I didn't want them doing what they were doing. But when you heard what she said and then looked at the expressions on other people's faces, this is where we go wrong in the world these days. People want to stand back. They don't want to help their fellow man. Why is that? Most often, it's because they are not centered in their own power. They're not centered in their own strength. You see, when you are, and when you call upon your angelic realm, your guides, your ancestors, you have such a powerful energy. And in that energy, there is a natural effect on chaos and negativity, because neither can flourish in a powerful, strong, centered energy. So the red lipstick was a peaceful protest. Your energy can be your peaceful shield that keeps you away from and also disperses negative, powerful, negative chaos energy, chaotic energy. Every day that you get up, you have to actually take the time to find out what is in your energy. Now, those of you who work with me know, if you are sleeping with someone, be it a child, be it a spouse, be it a teenage child, it doesn't matter. If you are sleeping in the same bed as someone else or even the same room, during the night, your energies intertwine. And by the time you wake up in the morning, you have got all this other energy that isn't yours. So you can wonder why when you fall out of bed because the alarm's gone off, why you can't think straight, why you feel all out of sorts. But you know what? Instead of going, well, hang on a minute, let me sort this, let me ground myself. I'm going to ground, I'm going to breathe, I'm going to look out to nature, and that includes looking to the sky. We don't. We rush off grumbling that we have to have a coffee, grumbling that we're going to be late for work, grumbling that we don't feel good. Does that sound familiar? Maybe not for yourself, maybe someone you know. And all the while, it's not even your own energy. It's somebody else's. And the other thing about when you, hello, Cat Grey, good evening. The other thing about when you're sleeping, if you have not put a boundary on where and who is going to have interaction with you during the night, you could wake up in the morning having effects on your energy, your mind, from the lower astral plane. Oh, and that's just a quagmire mosh pit, yuck from there. So boundaries are also very important when you want to protect your energy from negativity and chaos. How many of you use boundaries? How many of you have a daily practice? How many of you sweep through your energy every day? Not sometimes, occasionally. How many of you have a practice that you follow for your energy every day? And when you go out or when you go to work, do you protect your energy? Do you shield it? Do you call for your ancestors, your spirit guides, the angelic realm to assist your energy? Excellent. Amanda, me, I do. Jackie, yes, daily. Tanya, I put up boundaries when I enter the shops. Excellent. Very good. What about when you go somewhere like a business, a doctor's surgery, dentist, physio, chiro, naturopath, anything where people are seeking help because they're not well and they're in pain? You can come out of a place like that and wonder why you felt worse coming out than you did going in. You see, our energy is mutable. Our energy moves all the time. So we must know our own energy, and we must also know how to imbibe it with what we want to carry in it. This is a big part of being able to harness your energy. Another question that I had was, how do I harness my inner power to thrive no matter what's happening around us. Love those words. And we are on Women Thrive TV, so it's very appropriate. My inner power to thrive. Even just saying that, if you said such a thing, I call upon my inner power to thrive today. Wear the red lipstick, wear red clothes, wear a red hat, wear red shoes. But whatever the colour is, make it vibrant. Your chakras are vibrant. The beauty in your energy fields is vibrant. There's no black and grey unless you're sick, unless you're having a lot of emotional, mental challenges. But that is not its natural colour. That's not what we are all about. We are radiant, beautiful colours. You know, in meditation, I've been through different dimensions and what they call time, but it's not like time here. And I can tell you, I can't even describe the colours to you. I've been to the gates of heaven, what I call heaven. The colours are amazing. Spirit that I've had come in to show me, to tell their loved ones what they're doing. We don't even see the colours of the flowers of the way it is there. It's magical. So colours are a really big part of you being able to harness your energy. Wearing colours. What kind of colours do you have in your home, in your office? Begin to take more notice of them. Another way to harness your energy for your inner power to thrive is to make change constant in your life when it comes to your pillow. How fun is that? Your pillow. How often do you get a new pillow? How often do you turn it over? Think about what lays on that pillow every night and what goes on in that head. Energy. Energy is extremely powerful and it imprints. You know how you can get memory pillows, right? And different memory things. Well, you don't need to buy a memory pillow. Your pillow offers you memory from the night before all the time because energy permeates. That's why you can sit in a chair that someone who was grumpy, unwell was sitting in, and you suddenly feel grumpy, unwell. And you think, wow, I was all right before. What happened there? And you'll look to yourself to see what the problem is when it wasn't you at all. It was that you sat into someone else's energy. How can that be? Because you are not protecting your own energy. Let me see what you're saying here so I can come back to you. Maria, Reiki shower to cleanse and use gold light for protection. That's beautiful. Well done. Tanya, definitely. It's Mandy. Hello, Mandy. Protection throughout the day, yes. Stand tall. I love that, Tanya. Stand tall. Your posture is so important when it comes to your energy field and how you carry your energy. Radiance, yeah. Oh, thank you, Ramonda. Turn it over daily and fluff it up. Oh, I love that, Tanya. That's excellent. Well done. That is a brilliant practice. So Tanya turns her pillow over daily and you fluffs it up. That is wonderful. I also use a essential oil spray over my bed to disperse energy, disperse anything that's come through the night and keep the energy over my bed fresh. Something that you can keep in your room also as crystals, the clear quartz crystal, amethyst crystal, sodalite is very good. And you can also have things like rosemary, sprigs of rosemary, sprigs of lavender, basil plant, poor basil plant. It's a very gentle plant, and it will certainly, if the energy isn't good, bay leaves. So those things are something that you can have in your bedroom that will make a big difference to your energy while you sleep, and it will help to clear your energy. Another thing is to have small bowls of Himalayan Celtic salt pieces. Salt is an excellent cleanser of the air. You can have living plants like the prayer plant as well. And yes, Michelle, absolutely. You deny all access to the lower realm of the astral plane. Absolutely. It must be closed out. It's not the place for you to go, and it has such a huge impact on your energy. So your inner strength, your power comes from the magnificence of your soul. And when you have your soul leading the way, when you step out of the way of this noisy thing here and you have your soul leading the way, your energy will always be radiant and vibrant. That doesn't mean that you mustn't cleanse it or that you mustn't be aware. You know why? Because the big thing about this life is emotions. We go through so many emotions in every day. Some we stifle, which creates an issue in the balance of our chakras and in our organs. So that is also a really important reason why we must cleanse our energy, be aware of our energy, be aware of what we are responding to that is external to us, and can we change it? Can we do anything about it? And you know what? If you can't, you have to surrender to that. If there's something that you feel particularly passionate about, as I did in 2020, 2021, then make a choice, make a decision on how you can impact whatever that situation is. But if you're not willing to do that, then don't talk about it. Don't carry it in your energy. That's another really important thing that I would like to leave with you tonight, is if there is something going on that you don't like, that you feel is intrusive on your life, or the way that someone's behaving towards you, the way you're being treated at work, and it's not what you want, but you're not willing to step up, you're not willing to try and change how it works for you or what's going on, then you must step away from it, which means not getting involved in conversations on whatever that is, not talking about it when you go home. So if it's a work situation, don't go home and be carrying on to your spouse about what the person's doing or not doing, because all of that has a huge impact on you on a cellular level, which over time affects your health and well-being. And it has a huge impact on the energy that you carry in your everyday life. So for you to be able to live a life that is powerful, full of strength, clarity, harmony, peace, and radiance, enjoy, then learn to ground yourself, awareness of your energy, your conversations, your preparedness to change things or walk away, your boundaries. Boundaries are extremely important, and cleansing your energy field. Does anyone have any questions on any of that? Does anyone have anything you would like to ask about how to harness your energy when the world around you seems to be in chaos? I'll wait for you to maybe write some things, questions, or even just comments. Thanks, Jackie. It's great to have you here, and everyone else that's watching, thank you very much. It's great to be with you all. It's terrific to be on Women Thrive TV, coming to you from Perth, Western Australia. Well, you're all very quiet. Are you writing notes or are you thinking? You know, working with energy is one of my many favorite things to do. Cleansing and clearing energy, especially having been a nurse. Oh, fabulous, Karen. Thank you for the remembrance in day-to-day refreshment. You're very welcome. Tanya, I recall you talked about cleansing energy in morning and before bed. Yes, Tanya, always. Both ends of the day and sometimes in between, depending on what's going on and what's captured your attention and is draining your energy. But always start the day with cleansing your energy. A shower is a great way to cleanse your energy. A swim is another fabulous way. A walk in the wind, letting the wind whisk your energy away and cleanse it all. Raking, using your own hands as if you are raking, you know, the old Afro combs, raking through your energy fields. So yes, cleansing in the morning and then cleansing at night, because in the morning after you've been asleep, and if you've got other people around, also, you know, if you haven't protected your home and put a reflective energy around your home, energy can come to you from anywhere. Remember, energy doesn't know bricks or wood or straw. Energy goes through everything. So you've got to also protect where you live, your car, everything. And then at the end of the day, to clear everything that you've been around, walk through. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Glad you enjoyed it. Daily mantra since he started is God is my protector. And that he is, Maria, that he is. Oh, yes, I am referencing the divine as he. The energy is, well, it's radiantly, divinely splendor, isn't it? How often should we sage our homes? As often as you feel necessary, really, Michelle. I personally am not a big one for promoting that as necessary for cleansing energy. There is actually a really important discipline in using the likes of sage or any kind of smudging. It's not just a case of walking through and waving it around like most people think. And I'm not saying you do, Michelle. It's a blanket comment. I would rather see you use the practices that I've spoken of tonight than use sage. So we can have further talk about that, Michelle. So I thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure to be with you again this week, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Keep your eye out for the links so that you know when I'm here with Women Thrive TV. And I'll say good night and God bless everyone. Have a beautiful rest of the week, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now. So I'm still here and you're still here. It's a pleasure, Tanya. So good to have you join me. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you too, Maria. God bless. Thank you. Good night, beautiful Jackie and everyone. And yes, we'll say good night, good day, good morning from Soul and Beyond on Women Thrive TV. See you next time.